Hello and welcome to Business Success with Orgasmic Life, a place where sexual empowerment meets professional development. My name is Lorraine Crooks, award-winning speaker, columnist, educator and healer. And this is an over 18 space empowering business professionals and entrepreneurs to lead the most orgasmic life. There you are. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching this. Thank you for joining me on Business Success. So today's topic is all about the head, the heart, and the Hara. So if you haven't got your tea, go and grab it, pause me, and let's explore those three energies. So from a business perspective, Hello and welcome to Business Success with Orgasmic Life, a place where sexual empowerment meets professional development. My name is Lorraine Crooks, award-winning speaker, columnist, educator and healer. And this is an over 18 space empowering business professionals and entrepreneurs to lead the most orgasmic life. There you are, as if by magic. Welcome to this episode of Business Success. I'm just going to have a slab of my tea. If you haven't got one, stick me on pause and go and grab one, because this is going to be an amazing episode where I get to explain to you the energy from running your business. So we're going to be discussing head, our heart, and our Hara. Now, our Hara is the energy that is below, it's the waist below. It's kind of hips, belly, the lower energy. Those of you that are connected to chakras, it's those lower three chakras. And then we have our heart energy and our head energy. So I think most of us who are running a business or thinking of running a business or even just working in a business would agree that a lot of our decisions, our choices and our processes in running a business are made from our head. We use a lot of logic, strategy, thoughts to really focus on how we can manifest the best possible business. And 100% we need that. We need our brain power to drive our business. We need to have a strategy. We need to have processes in place. We need to be methodical in how we run the business and make those business decisions. But, drum roll please, we're missing a trick, because we have another two energies that quite often in business we forget and we don't tap into. So the heart energy is a very, very, very powerful energy. Our brain energy definitely functions, and we know that. We know we've got this computer in our head that helps us live our life. But our heart energy is very much underestimated. It is a power energy. It's one of those energies that you know when you meet someone, whether you're going to like them or not. You know, we think it's our head, but actually that heart energy is the one when you resonate with someone. There's an organization called the Heart Math Institute that have done loads of research in this. I'm just going to share three facts with you from the Heart Math Institute. I'll put the link to their website below this video. But they talk about the heart being 60 times greater than the brain in regards to the electromagnetic field. So 60 times greater than the brain in the electromagnetic field. So how it radiates and connects with the outside world. The heart is 100 times greater in strength than the brain field. So not only does it go further, it goes better, and also that it can be detected 3 feet away. So when you're in the office and someone walks in behind you, and without even turning around, there's a knowing. You can feel it. Or when you meet someone networking, you're kind of drawn towards someone. You connect and you kind of don't really know why. They kind of resonate, and you haven't never even spoken to them. You don't even know their name, but there's just something that draws you to them. That's not head energy. That's heart energy. It's a really, really powerful thing. And I often talk to business professionals and entrepreneurs, particularly when I'm out networking, and say, how many decisions in your business do you make from your head? And how many do you make from your heart? Because I think we can get really tied up with making big decisions from a place of kind of strategy and need and what everyone else is doing. We've got to have our avatar. We've got to have our stages of products, our funnels in place, our website, all of this stuff that we're told from all the business coaches and support groups we go to and business training. And none of that's wrong. But sometimes, just sometimes, it doesn't resonate. And then you find yourself climbing up this big mountain, trying to get something done that just doesn't feel right. You're creating your free offer, you're creating your low price product, your top end product. You're doing all these things the way everyone else is doing them, but something doesn't feel right. And it's the difference between thinking we should do something and feeling that it's good for us. And I believe if we use both, but we tap into what feels good, then we can run our business from a much more heart-led place. So I always say, if I'm connecting to my heart and I make a decision from my heart because it feels good and it feels good for me. So let me think of an example. Pivoting my business from tantric massage to talking about business and sex and intimacy and pleasure. People thought I was mad. People didn't get it. And my head was saying, just stick to what you're doing, promote the tantra massage, you can build that, run workshops. It was, it's in flow. It's a changing world and more people are connecting with it. But there was something in my heart that felt like I wanted to do public speaking. I wanted to be out there talking about this stuff. It resonated with me. It resonated in my heart that I wanted to overcome the taboos and help people overcome the taboos that we were all facing around sex, intimacy, and pleasure. I didn't think it was a good idea, but my heart was telling me that it was a good thing to do and to take the leap of faith. And you know what? I love the tantra massage, but my heart is so in this. And actually, if it goes wrong, if anything ever goes wrong, life's a journey. But if it doesn't go as I expected, or something doesn't unfold as I would like, the truth is, if I've done it from a place of heartfulness and feeling good, the heart doesn't ever get it wrong. So even if it doesn't pan out as I expected, I did it for the right reasons. It wasn't about justifying it to myself. It wasn't about what other people said. It wasn't about the fors and against. It was about a feeling of something feeling good and being in flow with it. When you make a decision from the heart, you're so much more in flow than these head decisions where you've got this push energy. Sometimes we just need to open our heart and allow something to unfold. And often when we do that, it's that whole scenario about what's that saying about like one door closes, another door opens. There's a lot of that in heart energy. As we make a decision to do something, suddenly we see opportunities all around us. Has anyone ever had that experience where you're like, no, I'm going to do this, and then suddenly in your pathway there's 2 or 3 opportunities, or things that are kind of fall into your inbox, that just fall in line with that decision you've made, because you're attracting that. You're pulling that into this immense energy that we've got. And we are energy. Everything about us is energy. So if we're not connecting to our heart and we're only running our business from the head up, as much as, you know, we know this energy kind of, again, from a chakra point of view, from an energy perspective, connects to the higher source. We can't just live in our head, in our brain. I don't know what they're doing up there. We can't just live in our brain. Like, our heart energy is just too powerful to ignore. And a lot of us don't do that. And the other thing that resonates in the work I do is that people often have sex, intimacy, and pleasure, and that's very much from a headspace. It's what's the process, what's the strategy, what's next, what should I be doing, which we do in our business. Like, those energies can sometimes be the same. We get into a headspace, into a process, rather than an experience. So just check into whether that resonates. Are you not only running your business from your head, but what about your bedroom? Da, da, da. Is your bedroom a process? Strategies? A list of tick box things that you need to get done? Are you present in the experience? Does it feel good for you? And all of these analogies fit both business and bedroom. And then we have the powerhouse of the Hara. Now, the Hara energy is very much around manifesting, creativity. It is the powerhouse. If you think about the energy that's there in our sex energy, it is a hugely powerful energy. It creates new life. That whole energy at the bottom half of this is about new life, manifesting, giving and receiving. It's a hub of absolute power. It's where the gut instinct lives, which is something else some of us don't tune into. You know, that gut instinct of, does this feel good? Feel good. Does this resonate with me? What's my gut instinct about this? And I'm sure you can all think of experiences and times in your life when you haven't relied on your gut instinct and you wish you had. It's a powerful energy. Now, in business, this whole energy is fundamental. Giving and receiving is what we do. We have a product. We sell our product to receive money, to receive something back in. Partnerships, a business is a partnership. It's an exchange of energy. It's also about creativity. It's also about manifesting things. It's also about the whole energy of being in flow. And yet many of us are very disconnected from sex. And if we're disconnected from sex and we're disconnected from the waist down in how we connect to intimacy and how we interact and have the relationship with our sex area, then how does that show up in business? Are we blocking the manifesting? Are we blocking the creativity? Are we blocking the giving and receiving? Because often if we're disconnected from sex, we are running our business from our head because we're choosing the furthest part away from it to run our business. We don't want to tap in to that energy. And that's not a conscious thing. It's very unconscious. We're kind of focusing all of our life in our head and not in our heart and our Hara. The Hara energy for me is the hub of business. It's where the good, juicy stuff happens, literally. It's where we can create a business that we can really connect to. Now, we can't use any of these one alone, like one of these areas alone. We need all three. We need logic. We need strategy, 100%. We're living in a human body, in a human experience. But I'm asking you, I suppose, in this kind of in this episode at this time, just to sit for a moment and just think, how do you use your heart and your hara to run your business? Are you so in your head that almost your business is now out of flow? Could it do with more flow? If you allowed yourself to immerse yourself in connecting some way to your sexual energy, your lower chakras, and your heart energy, which is part of your sexual energy, then could your business flow in a better way? Now, this doesn't have to be swinging from the chandeliers. This doesn't have to be sex every night of the week. But there are other ways that you can really connect to who you are, honoring your body, whether that's a beautiful bubble bath, getting your feet in the grass in nature, just really connecting to the parts of your body that are below the waist. So whether it's just holding even in that space, just even resting your hands there now, and how does that feel? Does it feel comfortable? Does it feel disconnecting? Is there something in your heart now that doesn't feel very good? And just gently resting your hands over your sex energy. What does that bring up for you? How does that feel? Is it a place of comfort or discomfort? Does it feel empowering or disempowering? We have so many stories that we pick up in society. And I know I talked about this in my last episode. We've got so much that we pick up from our childhood, our upbringing, our culture, society. So many stories that we become disconnected from this part of our body, this part of our energy without even knowing. It's crazy. And it's our powerhouse. It's the very reason we're here. I'm not sure if you've kind of realized, but somehow, somewhere, for better or for worse, the only reason you're here is because two people had sex. Or at least connected to the sexual energy in some way. It creates new life. That's a powerful energy that I know I think should be in every business. Think, there you go. Habits. I believe, I feel that this energy is part of our business and one that we're disconnected with. And that's what my whole business is now about. It's about helping people get in tune with their Hara energy, their heart energy, getting out of their head in the bedroom and in their business to lead a life that's just so much more in flow. To align all three energies. There is nothing wrong with strategy. There is nothing wrong with having systems and processes in place, but life is an experience. And actually, our customers want an experience. They want to feel the heart energy reaching them. They want to feel that creativity manifesting. They want to feel like they're in a relationship with you, that there is a giving and a receiving within that. So I'm going to leave you with those thoughts of, do you run your business in your head, in your heart, or in your Hara? And even spending some time thinking about which parts of your business are in your head, in your heart, and in your Hara. And if they feel like they're very significant parts of your business that sit in each part of those, think about how you can join those together to become more in flow, more holistic, more wholesome, so that you can serve yourself better and you can serve your clients. The head, the heart, and the Hara. Powerful, powerful energies. Which one do you run your business from? Thank you for listening to Business SEXCESS, empowering business professionals and entrepreneurs to lead an orgasmic life.